my name is Emmie.
And my name is Julia. Today we're going to teach you how to make the BFF bracelet
That we have just recently made up. For this bracelet, you are going to need 2 looms. There is no way around it. You're going to set up your looms like this. All the pegs lined up in a row so that you can stick your hook through each peg like this.
Now you get your background color, and you need to place it from the first peg all the way to the second peg. You get the same color, and then you place it on the first peg to the second peg, all the way over there, like this. Now, you get your letter color, and you place it from the second peg to the third peg, all the way over here, just like your first row. Now you get your letter color, and you place it from the third peg to the fourth peg. Now you get your background color, and you need to place it on the second, on the third peg to the fourth peg, like that. And you get your letter color again, and place it from your third peg to fourth. Get your letter color and place it from the third to fourth. You get your background color, do the same thing. You get your letter color, then you place it from the third peg to the fourth. Now, you get your letter color again and put 1 row of your letter color. Just like this. When you turn your loom around, you could sort of see a B shape. Now you get your background color and do this. You need to put your background color from one peg to the other, all the way till this peg, just like you did for this row. Once you're done doing that, you get your letter color and just do the same thing. Make 1 row just like this for that side of the F. Once you're done doing that, you get your background. You don't get your background color, you get your letter color. Place it from that peg to that peg. You get your background color. Place it from that peg to that. Then you get your letter color. Place it that peg to that. Then those pegs, you just use your background color. Now, you could sort of see a B and half an F. So you want to do the same thing you did for this row on this row, like this. Now you want to do your next F. You get your background color, put it in one row, make it one row, and you're starting from this peg all the way till that peg. Now, once you've done that, you get your letter color and get it and do it, place the rubber bands for one row, like this, from each peg to the next peg. So you've got a side of your F. Now, you want to get your letter color, place it from this peg to that, get your background color, place it from that peg to that, and get your letter color and place it like that. For those rubber bands, you need to use your background color. Now, you want to repeat the same thing, what you did on this row, for this row. So once you're done putting your bands on the loom, your loom should look like this. Right now, you could sort of see the B, the F, and the F.
We are almost ready to start looping our bands, but first we're going to need something to hold them all together. We are going to be placing bands from here all the way to here. This will be a long stretch, so we're going to have to stretch our rubber bands first. Instead of doing the first one, we're going to skip on to the second one. like this. I'm going to stretch my rubber band, place it on the second one. Stretch my rubber band, place it on the third one. Stretching them. Do this until I reach the end of the loom, including the last one. If a band breaks, that's okay. Do this till the end of the loom. Your loom should look like this. Now we are ready to start hooking. Before we start, we have to turn our loom around. And now this step here is optional. So that you don't have this big rubber band at the end of your bracelet, you're going to take this rubber band here and you're going to put it in front of all these middle ones like this, so that it looks more like this. Now we're ready to start hooking. Take your hook and you're going to go underneath this one and you're going to grab this one and pull it forward. It should make a raindrop shape. You're going to do this again all the way till the end of the loom. Now that we're done with that row, we're going to go all the way back to the beginning and we're going to start on the next row. Once again, go back to the beginning, continue the next row. These bands here, the first ones, when you loop them, they are going to feel very loose. You're just going to have to keep going. Again, back to the beginning. once again. And we're on our last row. I'm going to go behind this one and grab that one. Okay, now that we have done hooking all our bands, we'll be able to take these, let these ones go from the peg, like that. So that should look more like that. Now, to hold this all together, we're going to be placing C-clips on the end of each of these. So I'm going to take this C-clip right here, and I'm just going to get one side of this on it. As you can see, one side is on it like that. I'm going to do this to every single one. Like that. It may take a couple of tries. I'm just making it look so easy because I've done it multiple times. Now we're ready to start taking a bracelet off. Instead of starting to take it off from this side, we're going to take it off from this side. So you're going to have to be very careful and make sure that no bands get caught while you're taking it off. You're going to have to do like one peg at a time. It can be pretty slow sometimes. As you may see, the two Fs are starting to form. There we go. Now before we take this last row off, we're going to make sure every single one has a C-clip. And I can see this one does. Take it off. This one does. Check every single one before you take it off. There we go. Now, you can see we have finished a bracelet. But this will not fit around somebody's wrist, so we are going to have to make an extension.
Now you're ready for an extension. But your extension isn't going to be like any other bracelet's extension. It's going to be a little different, so you need to listen. Now, you want to grab your hook. And you want to poke it through the loop just like this. It's fine with the C-clips like that. Okay? Now you grab your hook, put it through that loop, and push it over there. Then you want to do the same thing with that for the rest of them. So it's just like that. Once you've got all of them on, you want to take off your C-clips. So it might be a little hard taking off the C-clips, but just take your time, there's no rush.